Well. Good morning, yeah, or good evening, good afternoon, good night. Happy time zone, one and all. It is Tuesday, February 6th, at 11:55 a.m. And my name is AJ, joined along, of course, by Miss McMahon.
Hello.
Welcome to episode 53 of Digimon Seekers. Looking at chapter 4, part 10
Hmm.
of the story. And well, I I I didn't see Ryusenji just going, "Oh no, I control Dorumon now."
Hmm.
I didn't see that coming.
It makes sense.
It does.
Okay.
I can't say I can't say it doesn't make sense given everything that they've set up with like the security measures and the restraint tools and all of that.
Hmm. You'd think Kosuke being mind linked would at least have some bearing on it, but
But
apparently
apparently
not.
no. Apparently that was the reason he's able to do it.
Yeah.
Kosuke, which I think is kind of funny, if not a little poetic in a way, that they've gotten into this source domain through a backdoor,
Hmm.
but in turn, Kosuke was also a backdoor for Ryusenji
Hmm.
to be able to manipulate Dorumon's code.
Yeah.
Um,
Goremon is just a blank weapon right now.
yeah, like there's no personality.
No.
There's
There's
no
no.
thoughts, head empty.
Yeah, he's not even like, I don't want to do this and firing at him.
No, he is
He's
just
just gone.
yeah. The personality is just the personality is asleep.
Yeah.
But but ultimately, like, this is just kind of like a big fighty episode. Um there's no real sort of
There's not a lot to it.
there's not like
There's a lot of words, but there's not a lot to it.
it's a lot of I don't trust you anymore. I don't care.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Again, like it is it is still early in the day. My voice hasn't woken up yet.
Yeah.
But so I'm sorry, I will sound raspy every morning as we do this because it's, we're basically waking up, reading the story and recording, and then I gotta go and do my day job. So, but yeah, it really is just like, you're a monster, Ryusenji. Your point. um,
Ryusenji's all like, he's like, so AG, you don't have to do this. This isn't your story.
mm,
You can just, help me, and you can. I'll get you into the university.
yeah, you can be my
Suddenly,
student, and
suddenly dangling all this stuff in front of him.
that the loser code cracker has been like striving for this whole
Mm.
time. Like, um, you can be my student at the lab and you'll be at the university. You can have all the free foods you can eat.
You get a cushy apartment.
Yeah, like
Like,
Leon's.
yeah, are you gonna give him Leon's apartment?
Oh, well, I mean, possibly.
That was a nice apartment.
Yeah, allegedly. um, then we have, and he's like, "Oh, you might even meet a nice girl there," you know, presuming it doesn't work out between yourself and Hatsune. And I popped because I
Yeah.
was like, "Hey, they remembered she exists." And he's like, and
If you don't remember, she's the receptionist.
yeah, um, but and and it does the anime fake out thing where it's like there's a moment there where it looks like where Eiji's genuinely considering it.
Yeah, because it is what
It's
he was
every
hoping
Yeah,
for.
it's everything he's ever wanted, and he says it himself. Um, but then he's like, "Yeah, no,"
Yeah.
like,
Lugamon's all like, "You serious, bro?"
yeah. Um, so like then it then he's like, "No, I used to respect Ryusenji, and this is everything I've ever wanted, but this isn't how I want to do it." Effect like,
Yeah.
and besides, Mocha already has a boyfriend. I love it. Like they like even that little detail. He's like, yeah, but she already has a boyfriend, so
Mhm.
no. Which good boy, AG. He's
Mm.
not trying to swoop in, like, even though, like, she did ask him to, like, investigate her boyfriend because,
Thought he was cheating or something.
yeah, but, like, he was still able to be like, he still respected that. He didn't take it as a, well, the relationship is falling apart. Maybe I can swoop in and,
Mm.
do, um,
Get rid of him. Because
y-
all he'd have to do is fabricate the evidence.
yeah. No, exactly. That's all. Like, that's it. He just has to fabricate the evidence, and you know, in his mind, be like, "Oh, you saved me, AG.
Mm.
Oh,
My hero.
yeah." And then it's like, she's mine now.
Mm.
Besides, I mean, I think I prefer the ship of AG and Satsuki anyway. So
Yeah, I think Hatsune is too old for him anyway.
yeah, that has been like, that was a thing where, like, she's certainly older than him.
Yeah, I think she said that to her friend as well, didn't she?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for such young boys, they're, yeah,
Mm-mm.
they're quite capable.
Mm-mm.
So it's it was funny. Like, it was a funny little mention. It was nice to see them, like, not forget she exists.
Mm.
Um, Although, like, it's not a huge dramatic part of the story, but it's a world building detail that I
Yeah.
really appreciate. Like,
A
that was,
throwback, like we do remember other characters.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was kind of like, it was one of the things I loved about Ghost Game, when, like, the world, when they remembered things happened before. A
Mm.
lot of the time they didn't. Like,
Yeah.
not going. That's
The
not
big
good.
the big Digimon related things they didn't remember.
No, but the
But
smaller world building plate spinning things, they
yeah.
kept going. Yeah. Um, that was like, um. So Ryusenji's able to manipulate Doromon all the way up to Dorogoromon. AG gets to Soul Lugermon. So I guess, like, they do say that Ryusenji is trying to reapply the restraints,
Mm.
but it doesn't seem to be working.
Yeah.
Like, the power of friendship has overcome Ryusenji's restraints.
Yeah.
Um, so Hell Lugermon goes to battle against Dorogoromon. There's a lot more. Why would you do this? How could you? And there's a few maybe I misread it, or maybe there's a line of dialogue I missed. But there's, like, one or two lines of dialogue where he's like, "Oh, you're helping us, squad leader," and she is not mentioned in the dialogue at all.
No, but I think the impression is when Pulsemon and the Black Agumon have disappeared, she's done that.
Oh yeah, no, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's later. But, like, even while he's fighting Dorogoromon the first time, and
Mm.
it's like, hold on, let me pull up the text, because there's, like, this thing where it's like, "Oh, but I'm on the squad leader's side," and she's not even involved in the conversation. Like, she's not saying anything.
I guess he's noticed her down there, like, because Ryudomon is still completely restrained.
Yeah,
And I have a feeling that Kosuke has to undo his other restraints before he can do anything.
yeah. We had thought that yesterday.
Mm.
Um, so
So Lugerman Glenn. Oh no, look, she did say something.
I know, like, fast and unpredictable Soul Lugermon has mega level maneuverability, but why would they? Yeah, but this is after they've sort of started going higher.
Yeah.
Because Soul Lugermon tries to bring the battle above the source
The
domain.
Stonehenge.
Yeah. But, like, before that, there was, like, a weird, there was, like, a line of, um
I'm with squad leader though.
yeah. So, like, it's so this whole paragraph here, where it's like, we barely saw any of the fight with Oriumon, AG said. Because of their late arrival to the fighting at the gateway, and
Yeah.
then his battle with Satsuki and the Digipolice troops. But
So he's not familiar with the fight that went down, so he can't kind of
Yeah.
be tactical about it.
Unless it's this line of dialogue. But it doesn't say like,
It doesn't say that Yulin says that.
but the way AG
But
responds implies, I guess, that like it's Yulin who's like Yulin is telling him Doru Goromon has a shockwave attack, Doru Din, and a charge attack, Brave Metal. It sounds simple, but those attacks make it effective at long and close range. There are no obvious openings to take advantage of in either attack.
yeah, she's definitely saying that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so no, I did. I just misinterpreted that. Because the conversation had been really between AG and Lugamon, I figured it was just Lugamon just being all, every Digimon knows about every other Digimon,
Yeah.
you know? so, I just figured it was Soul Lugermon talking, but no,
Mm.
the line of dialogue implies it's Yulin, so fair enough. Um,
Yeah, so she says the next line then as well about the armor.
Oryumon's armor made it possible to withstand a few hits and strike back, but in your ultimate form, a single hit is likely to fry your Digicore. Uh, and again, that's really all this is. It is just a big battle. They reinforce kind of like how evil Ryusenji is. Like they make a point of saying that like in the pursuit of research, even his daughter just became a bargaining chip.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's rough. Um, you know, but like when trying to manipulate AG into becoming his student doesn't work,
Hmm.
Ryusenji does kind of go quiet.
For a sec.
Mm,
And again,
what?
I'm just wondering if she call him disgusting, or does she give him that?
Oh yeah, yeah, because he readied another blast from Dorogoromon's Doradin. This time not aimed at AG or Sol Lugermon, but the stone circle itself. Yulin swallowed hard. He couldn't possibly risk crushing Ryudamon. That would make decryption impossible. Killing Kosuke would sever the mind link upon which he relied. That left Pulsemon and the Black Agumon.
Yeah.
So then so Yulin, does have a few speaking lines in this. So you're gonna use Leon's Pulsemon as a bargaining chip now? You're disgusting. Bluff or no bluff, AG was out of time.
Yeah, because he's aiming straight for them. Like we thought at least.
Yeah, I thought Pulsemon was gonna be important to the plan, but no, he's contingency.
Yeah, I think Ryusenji doesn't mind if Leon dies.
Well, he said as much
Yeah,
yesterday. He said
because
as much.
he knows too much.
Yeah, he knows too much. Sorry.
That's for
If you
sure.
know, you know.
He never shuts up. Either. uh,
If you know, you know. Um,
that's kind of
yeah. So I do like then. So like they do like Professor does try to follow through on this, and AG's Tyrannomon are back to save the day.
yeah.
Um, so the Tyrannomon among all the smoke have hidden away
Mm.
Pulsemon, the Black Agumon, and and everyone bar Kosuke.
Yeah. He's just kind of lying in the fetal position on the ground there,
Yeah,
crying.
and at which point I'm like, I'm not that I'm empathizing with Ryusenji, but I'm looking at it from his point of view, going, this is a big, wide open bowl. Where the hell did you hide them?
Yeah.
Like they must just be behind like one of the pillars or something.
I think he says they're under the altar.
Oh yeah, the altar. Yeah, no, you're right. Um, so my guess is Yulin is going to be the one that wakes Holtzman up
I guess.
because Kosuke is just he's suffering a human blue screen of death moment right now.
Yeah, and he has the syringe full of data.
But he dropped it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he dropped it yesterday when Ryusenji was all like, "But what if you wake her up and she has no body to go to?"
Yeah.
And that was kind of what
Mm.
drove him catatonic. Um, yeah, but again,
So
like,
Ryusenji is only he's only got half power because he's only hololized. Like he's
yeah,
still back in the real world.
he's back in the lab, just controlling Dorumon remotely, so
Yeah.
he doesn't have the full power of a mind linker. Yeah. Um,
So Lugerman is kind of winning.
yeah, because of that.
Mm.
Um, like Dorogoromon is quite fearsome, but because he's only using half of its power, unlike Kosuke, that's the reason Dorogoromon and Oryumon's fight was so brutal. Was because the two of them were mind linked, but
Yeah.
Kosuke's not in control here.
Mm.
Oromon's power is enough, but it'll satisfy Ryusenji the means to an end. But if he
Mm.
was mind linked with Dorumon, this battle could go a whole different way.
Yeah.
So like they're kind of working at with a handicap.
Mm.
Um, then yeah, so the Tyrannomon get everyone away. Ryusenji fires on the Tyrannomon. He's like, and then threatens to wipe it out. So Lugermon takes the blow, and Ryusenji doesn't understand. But that's just a Digimon. You could replace it any time. Why would you bother saving it? I love Lugermon's like, you leave my pack mates out of this.
Yeah.
It's great. Um, Dorumon is in full you know full alpha pack alpha protection mode right now.
Lugerman.
Lugamon even, sorry. Yeah, sorry. It is.
Yeah.
I am not awake yet.
Oh, we get another dose of evil from Ryusenji here. He's like, talking about Eiji's parents.
Yeah.
Like, hey, do you want to experience what your parents experienced?
At which point I'm like, did you have a hand in that?
Mm.
Like, have you ever glimpsed into hell, Eiji? Tell me. Ah, right. You lost your parents in that awful plane crash. Surely that gave you a glimpse. How do you feel about theme park rides? Would you like to experience the same fear and pain your parents felt? Perhaps you wouldn't feel so comfortable defying me if you did. I'll break you yet! So he's gone full villain dialogue now as
Yeah.
well.
And Eiji's like, no, this ain't the professor I know.
Yeah. You're not the man who was worthy of my respect. And that's
Mm.
and that's what we were saying earlier. It is just a lot of repeating those lines of
Mm.
dialogue. Um there's not like but like and then but an AG's internal monologuing about, you know, um the outlook, like Ryusenji's outlook once moved AG. Um, so did the ethos of like protecting Digimon in the digital world, and
Mm.
um, you know, preventing humans from like meddling too much in their lives. But like that has just basically turned into obsession and greed.
Mm.
Which we've been talking about the last couple of days as well. It has turned into a no. I'm the forefront of the research. I'm going to do this. These
Mm.
are mine to control. I deserve this. I'm owed
The
this.
digital world is mine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm going to bond with Yggdrasil and
Mm-hmm.
control everything. Um, it didn't. It doesn't matter how many people the professor hurts. He hadn't killed anyone, but he does chew them up and spit them out.
I mean, DMIA is essentially the same thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But with how he went on about like Eiji's parents, remember I had a theory early on that like he like Ryusenji Amazing Spider-Man
Mm.
Eiji, and it was a Digimon terrorist attack that took out the plane.
Yeah.
Does Ryusenji only have an interest in that because the Digimon was involved, or did he have a hand in that himself?
No, I don't think he had a hand in it. I think that was like a Nation X or something.
Okay.
Because Leon was working on the other side of that with the American government, and Ryusenji probably would have been working with them as well at the time.
Yeah.
So I don't think he had anything to do with it,
Mm.
but now he's just using it to be cruel.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Well, no, it's not, but I understand your point, is what
Yeah.
I mean. um, so he leaves people as shells of their former selves, but he sleeps at night and then carries on ruining more lives the next day. He was a very human monster from the real world, and now he was loose in the digital world.
Mm.
Um, and then
Yeah, so then he goes to use Pulsemon.
as the bargain, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sick of this game of tag. It's a waste of time, especially considering I've got Pulsemon trapped in, huh? And then Pulsemon's gone, and that's where the Tyrannomon come into things. Um, and so Lugermon um tells the Tyrannomon to hide. He's like, Tyrannomon, old man Tartarus is fine where he is. Like, yeah, you've hidden everyone else, but leave the man that's currently catatonic alone.
Yeah. See, he
um,
can't hurt Kosuke.
yeah, without
So
because it'll hurt Ryudamon or Dorumon even.
Dorman,
So
yeah, and he's still decrypting this whole thing. That's on pause for the spell.
yeah,
So and he can't get anywhere without Lookamon either.
yeah,
So he's not gonna oh, excuse me, he's not gonna kill either of them.
no.
So
Um, so then we get the whole thing about you leave my pack alone because Ryusenji is just like, why would you bother um, saving a Tyrannomon you could easily replace?
yeah, because Soul Lugerman used his arm to protect the Tyrannomon from a hit,
Yeah.
and now his arm is immobilized.
Mm. Yeah, it's all instinct. So Lugermon was the boss of the Ninth District. The threat activated the wolf-like data at the heart of their Digicore that compelled them to protect the members of their pack at all costs. And then it's like, you asked us if we've ever peered into hell. We'll show you what hell looks like, Ryusenji. Um, so yeah, it's going full anime. Eiji and Soul Lugermon are perfectly in sync now,
Mm.
and they finally digivolve to mega level.
Yeah.
They found true strength, and they were going to use it to protect those closest to them. Fenrir Lugamon is here. Mega
Yeah.
level. Dark Beast, Virus. End story. Well,
Yeah.
end chapter
And
until
yeah,
tomorrow.
until tomorrow.
Mm. So, what, tomorrow then? Ryusenji realizes he's in over his head. That's where we get Dexter Goromon. Leon wakes up. Azuchimon and Fenrir team up.
Mm.
And then Friday, we'll probably get Fenrir Lugamon Kazuchi mode
Mm.
or Takabichizuki mode. And then the final showdown and story will end.
Yeah, something
Or
has to
this will
snap
drag until
Kosuke.
Friday.
Something has to snap Kosuke out of his little.
Blue screen of death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that will probably override whatever controls Ryusenji has right now.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's hard to believe that like for how much they've built Kosuke up, that they've just kind of left him catatonic in a corner of the bowl that they're in.
Yeah, but you can see why he'd
Oh,
be in that much shock.
oh, of
So
course, yeah, but it just feels, and maybe it's because AG has no real connection to any of it that he's
yeah, like
like,
he's disgusted by
yeah,
what Ryusenji did to his own daughter, but he didn't know her. He has no connection to her at
yeah.
all.
But like, and because Yulin sort of took herself out of that environment for so long,
Yeah.
it hasn't hit her the same way it's hit Kosuke.
Mm.
So I appreciate it, but it's just also very weird that Kosuke hasn't had his do it for her
Yeah.
moment yet. And I guess like that's storytelling, that's character building, they'll
Yeah.
get there. But yeah,
He's in shock at the moment, so he'll snap out of his shock and
I just hope him snapping out of his shock isn't what causes the Death X evolution.
oh, it will be.
Yeah. And I know we already like predicted that,
Excuse me.
but maybe it'll have something to do with Kosuke and Ryusenji fighting for control over Dorumon,
Mm.
and maybe that's something that'll set it off.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, um, oh, there was a comment earlier where like Ryusenji was like, I think the reason like we don't have Oriumon on the battlefield right now is because Yulin and Kosuke have been mind linked for so long, they don't have much time left.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's why, so it helps that Kosuke is catatonic in that way, but he's still currently mind linked to the mega level Digimon. So
Yeah.
his mind linking time is depleting quickly. He's got more
Yeah.
of it because he's got so many years of experience.
But they had a whole battle before this, and they haven't had a break from mind linking yet.
Yeah.
So
So like that meter is, Kosuke
yeah.
is at risk of DMIA. But then
But like we posited yesterday, maybe because they're in the digital world, that might not actually, because they don't know.
yeah.
They've never been mind linked in the actual digital world before,
Yeah.
so they don't know if like what the effect of that would be.
True.
If it extends it, if it shortens it, if it doesn't matter at all.
Yeah, and maybe that, and I'm I don't like that they've basically written Yulin out of the story because Ryudamon is still restrained,
Yeah.
or because maybe he's frozen in place for this data decryption that's paused right now.
Well, his
But
part is
Yulin,
done.
yeah, well, Ryudamon's isn't.
You sure?
Ryudamon's the one that's
No, it
been
said.
paused.
Oh, he's the one who's been paused, not
Yeah,
Doraemon.
no,
Okay, Doraemon's.
Doraemon was first.
Okay, yeah.
So Ryudamon's the one that's paused. So I don't know if he's like frozen in place or he just can't move because of the restraints Kosuke put on him.
So he's
But
got two sets of restraints on him
yeah,
right now.
but he would be the litmus test for that theory. If Yulin can still mind link like it's no bother, or
Mm.
can still digivolve like it's no
Yeah.
problem, that would be the litmus test for that theory.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, like Fenrir is finally here, so that's fun. I'm
Mm.
excited for that. Um, but that's kind of where it ends, and we're just leading into I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I think we have an idea, but the
Mm.
order of events could still be.
Yeah, we need to know if Leon wakes up this chapter or well, next chapter or chapter after
Yeah,
or
I think Yulin's going to be the one that does it. But
yeah.
I feel like
She
while
has
Tyrannomon
she
was
has
getting
no
everyone to
Digimon in the
safety,
fight right now, so
no.
she can run around and do human things.
Yeah, well, I feel like when Tyrannomon was getting everyone to safety, that Yulin might have picked up the syringe
Yeah.
and she'll inject Pulsemon, and that's where Leon comes into things.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, like it's
Hope Leon has a body cam.
but yeah, that's kind of it. Like again, it is just it's just a big fight episode, which is fine. We're coming up to the finale. This should be the final battle.
Yeah.
But like dialogue wise, there's nothing really changed from yesterday.
Yeah. It's like
You monster, Ryusenji, and
yeah.
that's really what it boils down to. There's
Mm.
a couple of moments where Ryusenji's evil like bleeds through with using the memory of Eiji's parents against him, and then there's like there was something back at the start of the chapter. Um oh, I guess it's just the whole thing of like taking over. Oh yeah. One needn't be linked to a Digimon to control them. You code crackers do it all the time. All you need is the right set of tools.
Mm.
So, confirming that he's able to override mind linking and
Yeah.
still control those Digimon if he so wishes.
Yeah. Let's be fair. He invented mind linking.
Yeah,
So
it would make sense
it
that
would make
he
sense that he is able to override it and have controls that,
normally mind linkers wouldn't.
Mm.
But then, Yeah, and then once again, we're just like kind of reminded that this man used his daughter's death as a bargaining chip to, advance his own status in the world.
Yeah. And now he's using AG's poverty over him as well.
Yeah, he's lording everything. You
Yeah.
know, the puppeteer, is constantly finding new strings to manipulate.
Yeah.
There is no new artwork. We checked.
No.
Still, I would be shocked if the website updates ever again.
Yeah, I think they're done.
Yeah, and
Like, I
them
think they've
rolling this out
scheduled.
daily.
Yeah, I think they've scheduled this to go up daily, so no one has to work this week.
Yeah,
And it's yeah, I don't think we're gonna get any more artwork.
no, because the rollout of this going daily, it comes with a sense of finality.
Yeah,
This wasn't
maybe
the project they thought it would be. Remember, the whole thing was like, oh, artwork would shape the
the
the,
story and
the
all that.
story
Yeah.
and the presentation and the world view,
Mm,
and everyone went, yeah, but it's a bad AI translation. I don't care,
yeah.
and dropped off.
Yeah, maybe we can ourselves over the next few days maybe have a look on Twitter or
Yeah,
see if anyone is actually creating art.
yeah,
But maybe now the Fenrir's here,
it
we
might
might get
inspire a
might
few
inspire
more
a few
people.
people. Yeah,
Yeah,
whether the website updates or not, we can have a look then maybe after tomorrow.
yeah. Well, definitely, or at least at the maybe once we know the story's done, because our recording window is very small for these.
That's why I'm not suggesting doing it now.
Oh
That's
no,
why
of
I'm saying
course.
maybe we gather them over the next few days and just
Yeah,
show them off.
yeah,
Yeah.
we could do something like that. Yeah. Um, right, so we have a wealth of comments to get
Okay.
through. So let's go through our mailbag, and then I think that's it. I think we're ready to just be like, yeah, that's it for today. So
Mm.
um, so I'll start with, we have comments on our last Survive episode.
Yeah.
So we'll clear them out. We wouldn't want memes saying I'm forgetting comments again. So nothing held for review. You can see that, right?
Yeah. All blank.
Oh, and there's currently one, two, three, four, five visible comments. So our Kiwimon hunting stream. Yuki says, "Well, that was a fun way to end the stream. Can't wait for the daily uploads of Seekers." Ali says, "If my understanding is right, the Digimon Con is happening on the 6th of March." Yeah, I looked into this before we start recording because I'd seen that comment ahead of time.
Yeah.
And March 6th is a Wednesday.
Yeah, that's annoying.
What a weird day to have it. No,
Mm.
we might not even be able to do anything live because we're meant to be moving on the 29th. So
Mm.
I don't know if we're going to have internet by the 6th
Yeah.
to be able to do anything. Like, I'll have the time off work booked, so we can do the night shift for it
Mm.
if we wanted. But I just don't know if we're going to have the new internet set up because
Mm.
the 29th is our D-Day.
Yeah.
Unless we hear at some point this week, oh no, you can go from like the 12th to the 19th. I don't
Mm.
I don't think that's coming, but it might just be a case where, yeah, I don't think we will be able to watch it live.
Mm. Well, I wasn't planning anyway.
No, but
I
I
was gonna
I
leave that to you.
yeah, I know, but I'm also I'm also at a place where I'm like, I don't think I'm sad about that.
Mm.
We can cover the news as it comes out in a much more digestible format than
Yeah,
once
because
it's done.
if you weren't able to stream it, like recording it is would be such a pain because how
Oh,
long it would go on
yeah,
for.
I'd be watching it on data.
Yeah.
Oh, and like, yeah, that's not fun. Um, I'd be watching it via mobile data, and that would just suck. I wouldn't be
Yeah,
able to
but what I
stream
mean
it.
is more so the recording of it would be so long you'd have to pick out all the bits and edit that down because it would be like 6 hours. Oh,
Nope.
after work.
Yeah, almost. I gotta clock in like 30 minutes. So, Ali also says, then seeing most of the Liberator cast looks good, and it seems that Owen's partner is some kind of bat dino thing. Um, yeah, we do have like that. image,
Oh, the big image with all the.
with like the eyes and such. So
Mm.
let me bring up Mimo Vision here. And I think we can. You know, we don't need
Image.
Mimo Vision for this. I can just bring up the image I have saved.
Yeah.
And we can, if it's a Bat Dino thing, that's good. More new Digimon for this. I do like that. I do like not just reusing older ones for convenience. You know, we should, because we don't do generations like Pokemon do. So if we get like 6 new Digimon a year,
Yeah.
like that's a good thing. Uh no, I must have shifted the image with all the eyes on it to a different folder. So let me just search here just to see. Maybe I didn't move it.
I don't remember seeing it when I was looking for Lopmon.
Yeah, no, it must have been moved to the other hard drive. Oh well, that's fine. We'll take your, yeah, maybe if it's a Dino Bat thing, that's good. You know, more new designs
Yeah,
are new designs are always welcome.
yeah, we can bring up the image tomorrow and have a look.
Yeah. So Desmond says, we pluck us a Kiwimon. AJ still needs to find that Demi Vmon, though. No, it's not in the game. That's Digimon Survive 2, which we're never getting, so I never have to worry about it.
Oh no.
Yuki says, some say football, some say soccer, but Shuji says Lopmon.
Oh. Yeah, well, he's dead now, so take that.
Who really won in the end?
Meg.
If AJ can replace Meg with Thetismon, can we replace AJ with Gamamon? Desmond asks.
Oh, maybe next time. We'll just open the show and it'll be Gamamon and Thetismon. We wouldn't even be there.
No. Okay. So we have comments on the first of yesterday's outgoings. So in response to my pinned comment about how we've had to shuffle the schedule around, Ali says, I know it's your content, but to be honest, it is not worth covering every single part daily if the quality of every part is characters are having a small talk, then something happens in the end. It'll be very draining and a loss of motivation.
I mean, it gets us out of bed.
Yeah. I mean, I do agree. I do agree with it, and it was a kind of, during the first week it was something we ran into, and the translation wasn't helping. But we've kind of also committed to doing it piecemeal at this point. It would feel wrong to lump the final week into one larger video.
Yeah, like we did it this way in the beginning, so we'll do it this way at the end.
The Alpha and the Omegamon. Yuki says, time travel podcast. You're not moving yet? Well, here's all the chapters for you to read. Yep, basically. Watching this as the other ep premieres. So much Seekers content. Cool new intro and avatars for Ben 10 and Gwen. Jesus. All right, I'll change my jacket for next time then, will I? Rude. AJ's VTuber model is sitting there and staring into my soul.
And you love it. So you weren't using the camera yesterday. That's why.
Yeah.
Moving now.
Hello, Yuki. Hello. But yeah, let's see, what else then? So the professor is evil and giving everyone bondage. Oh, if only this was Survive. Should have shown the investors Anjouamon and Renamon. Oh, I'm sure they will. It's just us and Ali reading this. Sad Yuki and Desmond noises in the background. We read it too while spying on you guys reading it. Oh. AJ finally gets to the comments he purposely ignores. I don't purposely ignore them. Desmond says, AJ was right about the Stone Cold Bright Slap.
What's a Bright Slap?
I'm guessing. Is that a JoJo? Is that a JoJo reference? Everything's a JoJo reference, right?
Yeah.
Ali says the avatars look great. If I'm honest, I felt bad telling you guys about the next part starts tomorrow thing. It would have been better for you guys not knowing and actually covering multiple parts that in
That had
that
substance.
had substance. Yeah, I mean it kind of loops back to what we were saying before. Um, I assume
Ahead of me?
ahead of me on the
Ahead, yeah.
ahead of me on the info, but the Twitter account just said that Seekers will start uploading daily from now on, so it is likely the last week of Seekers. At least it seems that Seekers is ending with 15 parts, 4-15. Oh god, that means it's going to run till next Tuesday. Um, kind of unless it runs into Saturday and Sunday. Ugh. Kind of weird to break the 12-week rule they had with each chapter. Seekers, Pulsemon, Dim, and one of the Pendulum Color V-Pets are releasing in February, so I could understand ending it early. But Booster 17 being one of the last sets putting Seekers in focus is releasing in March. Yeah, I like. I still think it's weird that they're not letting this run up till March to align all of the content or align the merchandising, but they've obviously just thrown their hands in the air at this point and just gone, whatever. Then about the part Ryusenji is joining Analog Man and Karada of being an evil scientist that a person can experience in a different medium. Don't know if there is one in the manga. It's interesting that Ryusenji is the closest character to do a filicide. Oof. Well, it's going to be easy now for AG to drug a Digimon when one of the options are gone. I guess AG will use a digital friendship moment to somehow make a corpse from another dimension to function again. I guess this is about Saya. I don't know if that'll work because
No, I think Saya's gonna stay dead.
Yeah, because like AG doesn't have that emotional connection to Saya.
No, he'll wake Leon up. That's it.
Nah. We'll say that this part still has some problem of doing a small talk and then something happens at the end. When talking about card leaks, one of the extra booster sets will be Liberator themed, so having a stronger start than Seekers. Yeah, Seekers didn't get cards for a while into its run. They didn't really pop up immediately. So them kicking off Liberator with cards to, because it's a card game based thing, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does. Maybe they've seen what worked with Seekers and what didn't, and maybe this is them learning from their previous mistakes. And then Yuki said, "Oh, we read this comment on the Survive stream.
Yeah.
Oh wow, already recorded 4-8. Y'all are quick this time." So moving into 4-9. 3 comments. Desmond says, basically, Kurt spoilers. Haha. I get what you mean there. Yuki says, yay, more Code Crown videos. We're getting spoiled this week. Hey, the AJ actually moves now. Kosuke can always pull a Moon Millennium on Saya. Oh no. Yeah, I saw that meme. That meme you posted. Oh no. Maybe we will pull up Memovision in a moment. All hail the digital lolly god. Time to send some kids to the Third Holy War. This isn't Fate. God damn it. Imagine how much money they can make with a Renamon OnlyFans account. And Pulsemon gave Lugamon his meat?
He did?
He did. Leon competing with Chuji for that professor boot. This whole 1 hour episode is all about Seekers without any comments, art, and memes. That's a first. Well, it's hard to show off artwork when the website doesn't update its content.
That's why we're saying we'll have to take to Twitter to find it ourselves.
Yeah.
And we were doing that for a while, and then the website was updating with the ones we found.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to update all this
No,
week.
I don't know. I'll be shocked. I'll check it every morning, but I'll be shocked if it updates again before the end. So I think this is our final comment for today. Ali says, 2 hours ago. Oh, good morning. I find it a bit funny that the pose Lugamon is doing in the picture is identical to the one in the poster. Just a bit with just more editing. Reused assets are a thing. Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
As a Kosuke disliker, I like how he just got humiliated and is second guessing everything now. I don't know what Kosuke did to deserve that, but okay.
He's a criminal.
I mean, aside from that, he seems to have just been a chill dude.
He's a terrorist.
He brought AG food.
He used AG.
Yeah, I know. At this point, I like how the real Ryusenji is talking, and he finally
As he is.
as he is finally
Yeah.
as he is finally, and doesn't care about anyone like a sociopath. Finding it a bit funny that he pulls this pseudo move by becoming a god. Like he just fused with one.
Mm.
We'll wonder how the source Digimon. We'll wonder who I wonder. Oh, we'll wonder who the source Digimon is. An old or new Digimon, or do a Digimon World 3 and have the protagonist be good and just beat him before it shows up, or do Seeker's specialty of not even naming it, or even bother showing it in an arc. That's the bit that I didn't want to address. That I am kind of afraid of that. That if the source Digimon shows up, it's just going to be, oh, whoa, that's the source Digimon.
It's just going to be a ball of light coming towards them, and then it goes away because they win.
Yeah. You know, and then it's never mentioned again. Then I guess AG and Lugumon 1 month long friendship.
It'll be like in that Ghost Game episode with the Egyptian cat thing, where
In Bastimon?
No. The one where it was trying to open some kind of dimension and you see the other guy slowly coming out of the big...
Oh, yeah.
And then he just falls back into it because it was unsuccessful, so you only kind of see his silhouette.
Yeah.
And then he's gone.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Jaeger Loemon trying to resurrect Pharaohmon.
Yeah.
I guess AG and Lugamon's 1 month long friendship, while from my knowledge could only be active in they were only active in Walslum for like 4 days. This day is the 4th. Yeah. At least for the trailer, Dorogora and Fenrir are in the same scene, so who knows. But I believe the next part's just hyping up Fenrir's appearance, and then they'll just end the part. Yeah, and that's basically what happens. Fenrir Lugamon appears, and the chapter ends. So Fenrir won't get to do anything until 4-11.
Yeah.
Oh, really gonna go to 415?
It did do weekend the first week as well. It started on a Sunday, didn't it?
Yeah. Oh god, we're gonna be exhausted. I'm going to enjoy sleep next week.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to enjoy sleep so much next week. But that's it. Like I think those are all of our comments. I'm just gonna go back. Nothing Digimon related. I'm gonna click on the I haven't responded thing again, just to make sure. There's no missing comments. Nothing that I haven't reacted to already. Okay. And nothing held for review. No new mentions. Okay, we're good.
We're good. All right.
All right, well, guys.
It's going to have to be it because you'll be late for work otherwise.
Yeah, I got to clock in like 15 minutes. So that will do it for us for today. Thank you so much for joining in. We love and appreciate each and every one of you. And we'll catch you tomorrow for 4-11.
Every day.
And then we still got the live show on Wednesday. Or tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna be so out of whack with all of this by the time we actually get around to doing the live shows. I'm honest to God, I am so glad we're not doing this for Liberator. So glad.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, look, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
We hope you have a great day ahead. Let us know what you thought of 4-10 in the comments below, and we'll read those out tomorrow. Yeah. Sweet dreams, everyone, and good morning. Bye-bye.